Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to episode number 120 of the Road to Glory here on FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Now, it's been a few episodes since Lasty's gone on in and played a little bit of FIFA. I've been doing reward packs, I've been doing premium upgrade packs, regular SBC packs, flashback SBC. I've been doing a lot of packs. So with that, it's time to actually take this team that we've got and go on into the weekend league. So this is the squad that I will actually be rocking. Now, I went ahead and went through my club, just did a quick sweep of like silvers and then UCLs that I'll never use and stuff like that, and just went ahead and sold them. Now, if you watched earlier, this is the second upload of the Road to Glory today. If you guys didn't already see the first one, I will leave a link in the top corner. Make sure you go and check it out. Once again, there's lots of reward packs, lots of good stuff going on in there. But it might have sounded a little bit weird because I did that commentary before they released the Gareth Bale Totti nominee SBC. Now, with that, in yesterday's or in the previous commentary, I was talking about how I was going to hold off on Van Dijk, and I was going to go ahead and hope that we could maybe do Bale. Bale's stupid expensive, so we just can't afford him. Bale's a complete and utter no-no. It's a shame. I mean, I could sell all of my stuff and just about be able to get him, but that's a little bit rubbish, isn't it? Like, I don't want to be doing that, especially when people like Neymar hold massive value to me. They're so good on this game, and we've just brought Zlatan into the squad, and that even isn't going to last forever because, of course, he won't get chemistry once I'm done with the with the loans on like Ballack and stuff. So we either have to keep getting icon loans and trying a different one of them out all the time, like central ones that give Ibra 8 chem, or Zlatan goes to the bench, which I'm also fine with. But, you know, I'm really liking him so far. You see me starting to go on into my weekend league. It was time to start playing. And in the very first game, he gets a hat-trick in 24 minutes. And that's enough for my opponent. He's like, see you later. I'm out of here. So, yeah, 92 rated Zlatan. First impressions, pretty good. Now, guys, I haven't already asked you, but if you wouldn't mind doing me a massive favour of smashing a thumbs up on this video. I've been talking to a lot of different YouTube friends over the last couple of days, and everyone seems to think that views are down, something's bugging out and not working quite properly on YouTube. I've had a few tweets from you guys saying this stuff isn't going to your sub box. So the best thing you can do is just hit that bell notification button for my channel. If you are a fan of the Road to Glory and you do like to tune in daily, you'll know when there's a new upload going live, and especially on like a day like today where I've uploaded twice and I wouldn't normally do that, you get a little bit of an extra, oh, there's a new Road to Glory gone up, you know, that kind of notification. You can even say that to yourself as and when that notification happens. It's up to you. But anyway, we go on into another game here. I go off on some random tangents, don't I, in these episodes. But you can tell that Zlatan basically just does what he wants. You know, there is that meme of like, Zlatan just literally does what he wants. He just does. He shoot from anywhere and it's going to go in. He feels quick. He feels solid on the ball, like quite fluid and stuff. He'll go over, you know, he's strong, but he'll go over because of that poor balance stat. One thing I've not noticed, though, is stamina. Stamina is not a problem. If that's the one thing, like if you're going to play him at striker, I think stamina's not a problem. If you're going to play him a little bit further back in that central cam role, I think that would be a problem. And you'd have to bring him off at half-time or 60 minutes or whatever, you know, because I've noticed the central cams, oh my God, they get so tired. Bobby Firmino is my central cam, and he's got like 90-something stamina, like ridiculously good stamina, and he is the most tired player on my team every single game. I bring him off. You guys know I bring him off. So, yeah, that's what I need to say about Zlatan. If you're playing him up front, he just sits up there, waits for you to do something, and then creates magic and creates goals. And he does that pretty well. Like, I mean, even that one, it was just gifted to me. I don't understand how or why I hit that red timed, but it went round the goalkeeper anyway. Now I found myself, now I also know that I hit a lot of finesse shots, and I know there's a little bit of like, hey, Lasty, can you stop just hitting finesse shots? It's literally what works in the game. I need to score goals in things like Foot Champions, right? But I am actively trying if there's an opportunity to hit something different where I feel like I'm not going to be really hindering myself, I'm trying like low drivens or different types of shots right now. And you'll see that throughout today's video. This is a nice front three to come up against, isn't it? Inform Neymar, UCL 95 Ronaldo, and Gareth Bale. Yeah, difficult. Very difficult to play against. And this is not a good game, not gonna lie. This one for a minute I thought was gonna be the end of my weekend league, because I mean, you'll see it going on. Spoiler alert, I lose, but like it just felt a bit weird. Like the goals I was scoring were a little bit weird. That very, very odd angle there from George Best. I think he scored, then I ran up and scored a kickoff goal. He ran up and scored a kickoff goal, which leads us to where we're at right now. I run up, take a shot, score another kickoff goal to equalise to make it 2-2. And then he runs down the other end and scores another kickoff goal to make it 3-2. So it was just like, that's how this game was going to go. Goalkeepers weren't going to save anything. And I was getting a little bit triggered at how quick his attack was and how high my defence were. And I didn't want them to be high. So yeah, we went 4-2 down. We then give a penalty away. I think I saved this penalty though, to be fair. Thiago Silva, like, you know, Bale hit him with the La Croqueta. You know, what are you going to do? And good save from Alisson right there, though. But honestly, this attack, Ronaldo, Neymar, Bale, is so quick. I struggled to defend against it. He went 5-2 up. And at this point, I'm like, oh, just stay in the game, Tom. Get your rivals points. Get your rank points. And then, I don't know, something just went. And as that ball flies in the back of the net, you can see the screen goes black. And that is me pressing my Xbox button, and that's the console going off, the signal going from my capture card. And yeah, we come on a little bit later and play our next game, and we get matched up against another Ronaldo. And I'm like, here we go. You're really trying to annoy me now, aren't you? But George Best, who has started quite well. I actually really like him on the ball. He's so silky. He's really, really good. Plays it through to Ibra. And, I mean, I'm probably going to get bored of scoring countless finesse shots with him. I really want to try and flick the ball up a little bit more. I've hit some low drivens, and you will see them in this video. But I want to try and get like old school volleys and stuff going with Zlatan. And I will nail that eventually. So just give me a little bit of time. That was a nice low driven from Neymar. It just laid into the path, and I hit it green, and it absolutely fired past the goalkeeper to make this one 3-0. And I think I went for the low driven there as well, as you can see. Just went wide of the post. And I think my opponent was a little bit stressed at like how many goals I was scoring, how many opportunities I was getting. So at 3-0, he decided that he'd had enough, and we'll be saying see you later to that guy. So I think that put us at like 4-1. Moving on into the next game then, 4-4-2, solid squad. I wasn't super worried. I was looking at it. I was like, yeah, okay, it's pretty meta. It's all right. I've seen a lot better, and at this stage of the game, like that's an easily attainable team. But he was good at dribbling. He was very good at dribbling. 4 minutes in, I go 1-0 down. 7 minutes in, I go 2-0 down, and I'm like, no. Have I underestimated this team because it was just gold and there were no special items? I don't know. But I hit a lovely low driven there with Ibra. This year, if you hit the driven shots, for some reason, if you've got a lot of power on them and you hit them green, they rise. They rise a little bit. They don't just stick on the floor. So, yeah, we're 2-1 down at half-time. With our only shot, we scored the goal. But it's not completely and utterly all over. I tell you what switched this game for me. Switching it to... is it high press or whatever, where your players just constantly chase around? They get more tired, but I feel like it makes my opponent's pass accuracy go down. I just do. So, yeah, that helped things out. And I think... was that one? That one's a normal shot. The one before that was another low driven, which actually did stay on the ground and P-roll underneath the goalkeeper. So we're 3-2 up, and then I hit a lasty classic with Mbappe. He just come on the pitch. That might even have been his first touch. I'm not sure, but yeah, we go 4-2 up with him there. So we turn a 2-0 defeat, or being 2-0 down, into ended up being a 4-3 win. A nice swing in that game to get us back into it and score a nice 4 goals on the bounce without my opponent being able to score a kick-off goal on me. So that puts us at 5-1, and I'm like, all right, not a bad start. You know, we took a tricky loss against a decent opponent, and we can move on from that one. It didn't actually. I was going into these games feeling pretty confident after that. You know, this team right here looks pretty average at this stage of the game. Again, was a decent player. I'm not going to lie. I hit my first one with Neymar right there. That was only yellow, so I'm surprised that went in. Because I think this guy was also focused a little bit on moving the goalkeeper. I seem to notice. Yeah, and I can see him taking different steps and stuff. Just before I take my shots, but it was almost in the wrong direction every single time. And I was hitting the shots which everyone reads. You know, if you're a goalkeeper mover, you can read my shots. Because I was just hitting the generic finesses, you know. But I wasn't able to save that one. I moved my goalkeeper at the very last minute, but Sturridge had the arc on that one to get it over me as well as the angle. And then he whips it in, and I'm so disappointed in Van Dijk right there for not winning that header. That's one of the first and only times I've been disappointed at Van Dijk, because he's so class, his quality is one of those times where I was like, oh, how has Sturridge just out-jumped me there? How has he done that? That shouldn't happen. However, 47 minutes on the clock. Probably call that one a kick-off goal, even though he had kick-off, but I just won it off him and ran down the other end. And we got ourselves 4-2 up. Now, Mbappe plays it on in. Well, he runs on in La Croquetas and scores past to make it 5-2. So we really turned this game around quite nicely. We went 2-0 up. He brought it back to 2-2. And then we just took him a little bit further to make it 5-2. So that brings us up to 6 wins. 6-1. I'm very happy with that. That's an all right start. But you know what I'm like. If I want to get to 10 or I want to get to 10 games played, I still really only want to have one loss. And it's difficult because I don't often do that. So the next game was like, okay, that's a good squad. Don't underestimate this. I feel like he's probably going to bring Decore off, which he did. I think he brought Dele Alli on or something. But I went 1-0 up. 18 minutes in with Zlatan. He moved quite well on the ball, this guy, and had a lot of opportunities against me. I think he hit the woodwork a couple of times, but he finally got back into the game. I nearly blocked it with Aurier. Nearly managed to get that one off the line. If only he was a little bit quicker, I might have been able to slide. So he equalises on me, but, you know, Zlatan kind of goes front post for me from corners now. So that's another option. We can start scoring them OP headers. And then a nice low-driven shot there from Mbappe to seal this one in the 74th minute. He comes on and does a really good job. Obviously, he's going to be, like, starting for me again, because we'll run out of George Best loan and stuff. But unless I sell Mbappe and Lala and go for something different, I don't know yet. I'm still figuring it out. Again, at the moment, I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll go down the Van Dijk route. I've got 300k sitting in my club and a whole bunch of untradables. I could probably do the most expensive Van Dijk SBC, which is about 140, 150k if I buy one inform, because I've got the rest of the players. And then that means that I no longer have a load of Premier League untradeable players, which means I could spend that 300k I've got on upgrade packs, get more decent players that are untradeable, hopefully of higher value than what 300k would have been. Do that again, do another SBC for Van Dijk and slowly craft him. There's this term craft has been coming around a lot lately. Icon craft, or Player of the Month Van Dijk craft, or, you know, Totty Balecraft. Oh, R.I.P. I wish we could have got that. It's just so overpriced. Gutted. So yeah, it sounds weird that how I was talking about it in the last episode, just because it hadn't come out. You know, there was speculation because we'd seen Bale in concept squads, but it was just blind speculation at that point in time. And then it came out, and well, was very expensive and a little bit out of our league, which is very unfortunate. So this game was going more different than I expected, because he had a nice team. He even had Player of the Month Van Dijk, as we're talking about him. But he literally, I think he stuck with his 5 at the back, or he brought Van Dijk up into like a CDM role or something. I couldn't work it out. But basically, he wasn't the greatest of players. There's no disrespect, but I thought I would struggle against this team with the caliber of his players more than what we did. And, you know, a lot of defenders there, a lot of good defenders, but I was able to get past them pretty simple and actually score quite a lot of goals. I think we end up, we're 4-1 at half time. I'm pretty sure we score another one early doors in the second half or something. Ibra, LB fake shot. La Croqueta plays it into a substitute Tevez, and he just slots it past the goalkeeper to make it 5-1. So I was comfortable with my victory at that point, and I do kind of switch off at that stage and be like, all right, well, they'll typically get a couple of goals back, really, because that's just how it goes. But at the end of the game, he was playing a 5 at the back, so I don't know I don't know why you would stick with that. I don't think that's a great formation this year. But yeah, fine. Yeah, I managed to beat him easily enough. So I think we're at like 9-1 right now. And we go into the 10th match, and I'm like, oh, he's got a red Hazard. I'm so jealous. He's also got Stoichkov, who I'm very jealous of. And I gave a penalty away after 3 minutes. I had kickoff because I was home, and I still gave a penalty away after 3 minutes. He countered me. Now, Stoichkov runs up and slots it. I thought, after a quick look, I could see the head movement going on. I still thought he was going to go down the middle, so I didn't dive, and unfortunately, he was able to score. But I hit him with a kickoff goal, hit him with an Ibra goal, dare to Zlatan, and you will not fail. And then this happens. Kind of a fail, really. We didn't dare to Zlatan at that moment. We dared to Alisson, I think. Even though Alisson's a great goalkeeper, don't get me wrong. He's fantastic, actually. But yeah, like we just weren't able to clear it quick enough. Score an easy goal. George Best, though, hit that one nicely. And then we turned the game around pretty quick. The shot off the bar from Best, and it falls to Bobby, and I head it past the goalkeeper. How he didn't push it out, and he pushed it into his own net, I will never know. But in a tough game, we end up turning it around and going 3-2 at half-time. Late game in the second half. This is the first and only game I've switched my play style, my game plan, to my defensive style in ages. First time in ages. Just because this guy was hitting me with so much pressure, and my players seemed to be so far up the pitch that I just wanted them to drop back. So I went on my 4-2-3-1. It's exactly the same as what I normally play on, but instead of, high press and fast build up, it's like possession, drop back, and stuff like that. So we ended up getting our 10th win. We're 10-1. Really, really decent start to the weekend league, guys. So, Neymar, goal to game ratios are all over the show for me at the moment. I don't really know why. Been struggling a bit lately. Been trying out different players, of course, lately. But Ibra's got 18 goals and 7 assists. 25 contributions in 11 games. And think about how many rage quits I've had. In-game minutes, like actual match time minutes, his goal to game ratio blows anyone out of the water that I've used so far this year. He's insane. And if that isn't it's catch-22 really, because I want you guys to have the best players, right? Because you're part of the Lasty gang. But I don't want to come up against him. So I'm like, yeah, go out and do him. But actually, don't go out and do him, because then I've got to face him, and you guys will beat me with Zlatan, and then I'll be unhappy. But no, of course, he's very, very good value for money. If you've got the stuff in your club, or you can afford to go ahead and buy Zlatan, I think he's really, really worth it. I'm still thinking about doing Van Dijk. The next episode might actually be more of these Totti upgrade stuff as we run towards the end of Team of the Year. I kind of want to do more SBC packs before they run out. Maybe I'll throw all 300k into that and see what happens. Maybe we pack a Totti Mbappe. That would be good. That would be really good, because that would solve my right mid problems. I could sell regular Mbappe, bring a fresh untradeable Totti one in. That would be amazing. Never going to happen. But hey, we could try, right? Guys, smash a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to do that. Hit that like target. Subscribe if you're new around here. Have a lovely day. I will see you all next time. Peace.